Before Epic Church even began, it was really just a dream in our hearts. Yeah. We would actually take our date nights and drive through the city, and we would talk about starting a church down in that area. And then who would have thought a few years later we would actually have started a church in that area. September 25th, 2005, Epic had its first service in the Courtyard Marriott, which is down in the Harbor East side of Baltimore City. And we wanted to be a church for the rest of us, meaning that anybody could come in, regardless of what clothes they were wearing or what their background was. It was open door for anyone. We wanted to do it so people could experience what life in Christ is. And that life is vibrant, it's amazing. And we wanted people to know what that actually meant.
I remember a particular time when we were at the Courtyard Marriott, and as I was walking down the hall and I opened the room, and it was so amazing because majority of the people that were there were people we didn't know. See, when you start a church, you have your friends and family that can attend. But this particular day, there was just this sense of, wow, here's people coming and heard about Epic, and this is going to be bigger than ourselves. I remember walking into the kids area and seeing kids just all over the place. All the kids were in one room, all sorts of ages, but a lot of children I didn't even know. And I realized, like, God has something so huge in store for Epic. And it was just a sense of awe and just an honor and a privilege that we get to lead people to Christ.
So many awesome things have happened since that day. Even just in the last 2 years, we've seen so much great growth. We've seen over 600 responses for salvation. Our kids ministry has doubled, and we've grown actually 35% year over year. And it's awesome to see what God is doing among us. And one of the most telling stories that Jesus ever gave was the story of the prodigal son. And I love how Matthew actually tells it, Matthew 18:12. It says, "Will he not leave the 99 and go look for the one?" And it just tells the heart of Christ, and really should be the heart of the church too. So for us as a church, we've adopted that we are to go look for the one. Because God is for them, He's for us. And so the heart of the church and the heart of His people should go look for the one. The For the One initiative is a 24-month generosity campaign to go and reach the one, the 2.8 million in Baltimore City. See, for Epic's 13-year history, we have been a portable church, meaning we set up and tear down every single Sunday. Those early Sundays, we were using a pickup truck that didn't even have a lid on it, and so we were scared to death the stuff was going to come flying out the back. Thankfully, these days, we have some storage, but nonetheless, we are still a portable place. And that has been great in that we can grow and move as God allows, but our current facility has become a limiting factor for reaching others. We are maximizing our space in our kids department, junior high and senior high, and even in the main theater, we are running out of seats.
We would love for you to consider being a part of this journey. There's 3 ways that you can become a part. Number 1 is that you pray. Pray that God will reveal the location He has for us, and also pray how you are going to be a part. The second thing that we would love for you to do is to engage. Engage in the community that's inside of Epic currently, whether that is coming to a small group or serving on one of our serve teams. And we would love for you to serve the community around you. There's a lot of hurting people in Baltimore, and we know that you can be Christ's hands extended. And the third way is for you to consider to give.
This campaign is going to be a catalytic season for us. As we raise $1 million, it's going to give us the opportunity to step into a permanent facility to where we can continue to grow, but not just on Sundays, throughout the week. That we can be a hub for outreach, because hope is very, very powerful. That we can be a place to host recovery programs, because freedom is possible. And we can be a place where we can train up the next generation from 0 all the way up to the college age, because there's something amazing about learning who God is, because we believe that generations matter. So our challenge to you is this, that you would consider joining us on this generosity campaign, this initiative to raise $1 million to reach those 2.8 million in Baltimore City. That Epic has reached so many people in our community, and there's so many more that could be reached. So would you join us and take this journey together to go after the one as Jesus did?